Honorable Chairperson and colleagues, with respect, let it be known from the onset that I challenge this committee's jurisdiction to investigate matters alleged to have happened outside the principles of Parliament. As such, I am here only out of respect I have for you, honorable colleagues, and this institution, but necessarily not to defend myself. Nevertheless, and only for record purposes, may it also be known that I consider the allegations against me to be malicious, unfounded, and in bad faith. Similarly, these particular proceedings are unfair to me because they are born out of an incurable conflict of interest. To understand why, Mr. Chairperson, I say so, please consider this context. On the 8th of February, 2022, I was shocked and deeply hurt when the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker made a very cruel joke about me as a torture victim. That day, as she presided over debate about the rampant torture of citizens by security forces, Right Honourable Anita Among stated that much as Honourable Zaake was tortured, as you have said, he was able to win a gold medal in athletics with a broken leg. Mr. Chairperson and colleagues, those comments are on the Hansard. The Deputy Speaker made them in reference to the recent East African Parliamentary Games, during which I won a gold medal. Even when listened to objectively, those comments suggest that either my Deputy Speaker thinks that I have been lying about being tortured, or that I exaggerated the extent of injuries I suffered on each of the 5 times I have been mercilessly tortured in the last 4 years. Or she meant that torture is a blessing disguise for its victims and in such a trivial matter in this country. Mr. Chairperson and colleagues, some social media comments allegedly respond to the Speaker's insensitive joke have been attributed to me in recent days, although without any technical proof that I made them. It is on account of that alleged but unproven social media response that the same Deputy Speaker who made fun of my pain and humiliation referred me to this committee for trial in courts. It is also on account of that alleged response that my honorable colleagues, especially from the ruling party, are now mobilizing themselves into a vicious mob to lynch me on the floor of Parliament, in a session that will be presided over by the same Deputy Speaker, regardless of the outcome of these proceedings. To them, Honorable Chair, apparently the alleged response claimed to have been made by me is worse than the several occasions I have left lying on the court floor in a pool of my own blood after a session of torture. So I hope you understand when I say that I believe these proceedings are not intended to establish the truth. Their purpose is to note the rope which the mob, after lynching me, will hang me to fit the narrative that I committed suicide. As a member of the political opposition in this country, that is a narrative I have painfully borne on more occasions than any law-abiding citizen would wish to. So how soon they lynch me is up to their conscience. For I have made peace with that fate, and my conscience is clear. After all, I was already found guilty of these allegations, even before the matter first came up on the floor of Parliament. Honourable Chair, on the 11th February, my security detail, to which I am entitled as a Commissioner of Parliament, was unceremoniously withdrawn without any explanation. That was my first punishment, Mr. Chairperson. Mr. Chairperson and colleagues, I was already a member of Parliament on all occasions that I have been tortured by national security officers. On 3 of those occasions, I was tortured by members of the Special Forces Command, the SFC, the military outfit that guards Mr. Yoweri Museveni and some leaders of Parliament. For context, Mr. Chairperson, please allow me to speak about each of them. The first one, Honourable Chair, in September 2017, I was attacked and beaten into coma by members of the Uganda People's Defence Forces This happened right on the floor of this parliament. In August 2018, the SFC soldiers broke into my hotel room in Arua district. They punched me, kicked me, clobbered me with big sticks, cut me with gun bayonets. They plucked flesh and nails